The real estate market has changed dramatically over the past few years, and if you are still getting the same old advice, it might be time to elevate your thinking. The seller's market isn't going away anytime soon, and many buyers are out there right now trying to compete against cash offers and highly prepared competition without the right tools. By now, pre-qualifications based solely on your credit score should be a thing of the past, and not far behind them are pre-approvals based on just a brief review of your financials by your loan officer. So why are these pre-approvals no longer good enough? Because the game has changed. Let me talk to you today about a three-part strategy that can greatly increase your odds of getting your next offer accepted. None of these things are a silver bullet that guarantee acceptance, but if you are not doing anything that you can to put yourself in the best position possible, giving yourself the best chance to stand out of the crowd, you're likely just signing yourself up for frustration or even settling for less than you want. Any combination of these three programs can be effective, but there is nothing like the optimization that comes from using these three tools together. In fact, you can even look at this as a three-step process. Step 1, Fairway Advantage's upfront loan commitment. Pre-qualifications and pre-approvals aren't good enough anymore. In order to be best prepared and lower your risk in the eyes of a seller as much as a cash offer does, your lender needs to be giving you a fully underwritten loan commitment upfront. What's the difference? Instead of just collecting some of your documents and having your loan officer review them, we collect all of your documents upfront. We send your file to underwriting and get full approval, not just pre-approval, but a full-blown loan commitment. This means the only underwriting steps left will be appraisal and title, which obviously we cannot have until you are under contract. The key here is not just in the fact that this prepares you at a higher level, but it also allows you to waive your financing contingency without taking on the extra risk that you would have without this full loan commitment. This alone elevates your offer, but it has extra value as a prerequisite for the next tool. Step 2. If you've leveraged our Fairway Advantage upfront loan commitment, that qualifies you to add a special addendum to your offer that lets the seller know your contract will be backed by a Fairway cash guarantee. Certain restrictions apply, but most will be eligible. And with this guarantee, once we've issued full loan commitment, if at any point you no longer qualify, Fairway will offer the seller a $10,000 buyout to that contract, or we will purchase the homes ourselves for the lesser of the contract price or the appraised value. Now, to many sellers, this will be more impactful than a cash offer because it shows several extra layers of buy-in and commitment, not only from you, but also from us, your lender. Step 3, appraisal gap coverage. Now, appraisal gap coverage means negotiating with the seller to still purchase the property even if the appraisal comes in low up to a certain threshold. Working with your realtor and your lender to determine what that threshold should be is critical. The challenge with competing against cash offers is that while some do, many do not include an appraisal rider. If you're getting a loan for the home, you don't have that option. This is where some smart maneuvering on your part can be icing on the cake. For example, if you're making over a 5% down payment, working with your loan officer to structure that excess cash to provide you appraisal gap options could be the difference maker once you've employed the first two tools. If you're making a 20% down payment, let's say, you could potentially decide to offer appraisal gap coverage in the amount of up to 15%, as long as you've worked with us to make sure you qualify with 5% down and understand the implications to your payment. With several creative options, in some cases, the impact can be minimal. Like I said earlier, the game has changed. And when you're competing to buy a home, you need a new strategy. You need a great team around you, you need a little bit of patience, and you need this power combo, this three-step process at your disposal. If you're interested in elevating your game, reach out to my team and let us help you win.